Just very briefly, before we end the first part of the khutbah, I was planning to talk a little bit about time management. And it really fits also within the same theme. Because if you want to be the best version of yourself, one thing you want to make sure is that you use your time wisely. The Prophet ﷺ tells us a very scary hadith. Short hadith, but scary. The Prophet ﷺ says, نِعْمَتَانِ مَغْبُونٌ فِيهِمَا كَثِيرٌ مِّنَ النَّاسِ. Two bounties, most people are undervaluing those. Maghboon means when you're in a transaction, financial transaction, and you don't value what you have. So you sell it for low, for less. And that's why Yawm al-Qiyamah is called Yawm al-Taghabun. Because we underestimate what Allah has given us in this life and we don't use it in the best way for the hereafter. So the Prophet ﷺ says, نِعْمَتَانِ, two bounties, مَغْبُونٌ فِيهِمَا كَثِيرٌ مِّنَ النَّاسِ. A lot of people are undervaluing those bounties. What are those, O Prophet ﷺ? الصحة والفراغ. Health, because we just take that for granted. We don't think about it. Most of us don't eat healthy, don't exercise, don't think about our health much until you see somebody that is suffering or you suffer. And may Allah all give us long and healthy lives to live. But the second one is faragh, free time. And as we're approaching the summer months, particularly for our youth in the community here, what happens is you have so much time on your hands. Now there was a recent statistic that came out around Muslim youth in the United States. I want you to listen to that. I want you to open your heart to that statistic. Because it's actually not shocking if you have kids. The statistic says that our kids, our youth, waste around 7.5 hours every day. Let that sink in. 7.5 hours every day on non-useful social media and electronics. Non-useful. They excluded the schoolwork, they excluded all that other stuff. Just non-useful social media. 7.5 hours a day. Now here's what we all know. They don't take the weekend off. Okay? They don't just leave their electronics on Saturday and Sunday. They actually double down on it because they have even more time. So that 7.5 could become 14, 15. But just calculate on 7.5. 7.5 times 7. That's more than 50 hours a week. Most of you that work a full-time job work 40 hours a week. Our kids, our youth, are losing their life to electronic devices and totally wasting their time. How do we expect those to be the best they can be? We say we want them to memorize the Quran. If they put 50 hours in memorizing the Quran, inshallah, all of them will be hafiz. All of them. If they put 50 hours in mastering their math, they will become math geniuses. If Allah gives them that ability, inshallah. Just think, if they even put it in soccer, they will become the best soccer players out there. But you know what they're putting it in? Electronics, wasteful electronics. Wasteful electronics. More than 50 hours. And summer is about to start. So it's an obligation on us, as careholders of the families, to actually look at what our kids and what we will do, and how we will consume our time. And the cool thing is, actually, if you look at your phone, it tells you how many hours you've spent every day on average last week, on whatever. You can look at social media. You can even look at it yourself. If your kids have a gadget, just look at it. See if the statistic holds true. Don't get shocked if they're actually using more time than the 7.5 hours on average. So we want to make sure as we approach summertime, inshallah, that we have a decent plan for our kids.